Good morning, I am Sarah Blair and I am presenting my final Google site for web design and media production via video because I'm unable to attend our final class. Before we begin, I will be talking to you about my final site in 3 different aspects of it. I will be talking to you about the site itself. What is it? What does it include? What is it all about? I will be providing you with some screenshots of the site, and then finally I will talk to you about what I learned from web design and media production. So I created this new site. It's called On the Court. It is a Google site, and it is mainly a blog site. I started out thinking, how could I communicate with my basketball players? I coach the Cutler Cardinal girls with my husband, and this is our 3rd season. And I thought, oh, I'd like to communicate with them. I think this would be fun. So I decided to include some drills that we do during practice, reminders of things kids can do when they're at home. They don't just have to be here at practice Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Then I thought it would be nice to videotape the girls during some of those drills, so I included some videos of them doing the drills so they could look back and see where they had room for improvement, that sort of stuff. And as always, people like to see pictures of the team, so I included a page for team photos. So I started out and I decided that, well, I'll go to Google, and I know that there are some templates, and I found one that was red and white because I knew I would be including my mascot, the Cardinal. So on this, my early alpha screenshot, I did not really play much with color. I did add, again, my mascot, and then I did add these horizontal navigations, which they don't come as a standard. It's only the sidebar, so I included that. There's really not much content on it at this point. But then I decided to upload my Cardinal and a picture of a basketball to the color palette generator, and I was given some choices with some tan. So I thought, well, I'll try that in the background. I did add more content. I have video. The video is uploaded at this point, and so are the pictures. And I have done a lot with trying to get the color to be consistent. So then I sent it out for usability testing. And all 3 of my usability testers came back with some results. And the results were very similar. The video, they said, was very, very easy to access. It's a YouTube video. It was very easy to insert into my Google site, and it looks very nice, and it plays very easily on the site itself. So then I looked at the CRAP with regard to what my results were. So as far as contrast goes, I was trying to give a lot of contrast by adding in some of those tan colors, and it seemed to be a very unsuccessful thing for me. People commented that it was hard to see some of the links, that there were some strange gray outlines places that they didn't think it should be, and they were a little confused about it. As far as repetition, I did try with the colors, but again, the color was a problem, so I did do some repetition with regard to the color. The bottom color had the same as the navigation, the horizontal navigation, but it wasn't necessarily successful. Alignment, I personally found one issue and was unable to really resolve it, and I'm not sure if I will ever be able to resolve it, and I'll talk about that in a moment. And proximity, people did say it was nice to be able to have that horizontal navigation and the sidebar to get to places. So as a result of my usability testing, I took away the tan. I went back to basics with the red and white. I did leave my bird centered, as I did on my second one. I did keep the generic font. I didn't play with font this time around. However, while it's hard to see here, I did a grayscale, a very, very light gray background as opposed to the white. I liked a little bit of contrast, not the stark white. It also then took away the gray pieces that kept showing up in different places. I did, with the horizontal navigation, change it. It was white with a red font. I changed it to red with white font. And I sent this back out and got a result that it was much more successful with these colors. So what have I learned from web design and media production? Well, I've learned that I don't want to be a web designer, that I can manipulate websites, I can create them on my own, but that I don't have any interest in really being out there as a designer for the rest of the world. I design for my students and for myself, and I have fun doing it. So I've really enjoyed this class. I hope you have enjoyed my presentation, and I hope you will go visit On the Court and see what's up with the Cutler Cardinal girls basketball team. Thank you very much.